and TV show recaps. We review and read them too, as long as they're Black, Brian and Lamar hosting the show. Remain unbiased in case you don't know. Now you know. The number one official is out to the imagination. If you don't know, now you know.
Disclaimer: no matter if we liked your movie, liked your show, or hated the show, or hated your movie, doesn't matter. We respect you, shout outs to you, and we support you. And we try to get everybody else to support you like we support you. Black on Black Prime, we stand on what we say, though.
And just like always, if you didn't ask for our opinion, we didn't ask you to listen to it. So, sorry.
Click and turn it off.
Hey, you sure you good?
As long as I don't ever see her face to face again, I ain't gonna trip on none of it.
You know, I just don't want to see you, lose it. You end up doing something that you can't come back from.
Please believe me, I'm very conscious of every decision I make. I don't trust your ass.
You didn't trust us this whole time?
By no means do I take disrespect lightly. Apologize for your very disrespectful question.
Apologize for what?
You gotta be fucking kidding me. You got 5 seconds, or it's gonna get a hell of a lot more uncomfortable than it already is in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
What up, man?
What up? Welcome back, Tay Diggs. I don't know why I want to throw that in there. We talking about Both Eyes Open, starring Gail Bean, Tay Diggs. What's his name from The Wire? What's his name?
Mac Wiles.
Mac Wiles from The Wire. I don't know the other lady's name.
We're talking about Cara, the one that she was talking to, or are you talking about her friend or
her best friend? I seen her in. You don't watch Severance, huh?
I didn't watch Severance. I know what you're talking about, but I didn't watch that.
She looked like the lady from Severance. I might be just lying, but she looked just like her.
Okay, so the lady that played Kara was Joy Brunson. The name sounds familiar. And
like Vivica Fox's daughter.
The one that plays Charlotte, which is her friend, is Christy Leverett. Leverett?
Yeah.
It's supposed Valley.
Who? Which one?
Charlotte, the one that was her friend.
She's a P Valley is who?
Ginger.
She was a stripper?
Nigga said, let me go back and watch the episode with her and that motherfucker. Oh, shit.
There was both from P Valley then.
Well, Gail for sure is on P Valley.
Yeah. It's a psychological thriller, right?
Yeah, I would say so. The girl, she was in she was only for 2 episodes. Carol was in 2 episodes of Snowfall. Her name was Nia.
And Snowfall?
Yeah. 2 episodes though, so I can't call it.
Right.
It could have just been somebody walking up and down the street, or somebody kicking it in a, you never know. Oh, I see her talking to Franklin in this one picture. She do look familiar. But damn. Okay. Anyway, Both Eyes Open.
Probably important. Both Eyes Open, psychological thriller. I knew nothing about this movie coming in, so I'm thinking psychological for real, like possessions and shit, like demons and ghosts. And it almost seemed that way walking in when you hear her conversation while she's in the home. You don't know what she's in. It just seems like she's like a psychological home type. You know what I mean? Like you don't. And then Tay Diggs' first thing is you still seeing visions. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on with this girl?
So first thing, that's how you do a stretch. I feel like
Mhm.
when I see these movies with these long stretches of just like it feels like they're wasting time. This stretch felt
Yeah.
like it's a suspense stretch. You know what I mean? It's like the shit that you see feels like something versus just like, okay, they taking out the trash. All right, they typing on the keyboard. Like, why are they typing on the keyboard that long though? Like, you know what I mean? Like this was a build up. I felt like, you know what I mean, and it felt like
Yeah.
different. It didn't feel like I was waiting. You know what I mean? So I feel like if you're gonna
Also,
do a stretch, it has to build up to something or feel like have to have some suspense to it.
do you feel like you're being slightly biased because it is Gail Bean, and I know how you feel about Gail Bean?
So it's not about Gail being more than it's about just me seeing. Like I've watched scenes before, and I'm just like, then why is like it's so long, and it feels like they're dragging out certain parts. So if you drag out some B-roll,
Mm.
it just feels like why versus like I see what they're doing to build up the suspense for Gail's hallucination. Like it's the reason why there's the
Right.
build up versus just like, hey man, we just at work, or hey man, we just typing on the keyboard, or hey man, I'm just looking at my phone. Like what's she looking at her phone for? Like it just feels different. You know what I mean? Yeah, I do like Gail Bean as an actress, but I feel like the build up.
As an actress, this nigga.
What you hating on Gail Bean now?
No, I ain't hating. I'm just asking. Nigga said as an actress, you like her a little more than just as an actress, nigga.
Why you gotta put me out there, man?
Hey man, I'm telling all your business, nigga.
I'm just out here, I'm a married man, man. I'm just out here watching movies for fun.
Yeah. For fun.
I'm out here reviewing movies, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got nothing to do with my infatuations. Shout out to Gail Bean. But anyway,
so now me saying that I'm just bullshitting. I feel like I felt like the movie was headed somewhere, and it just said, "Fuck you, we going this way."
Man, keep it real. This movie is about two bi-curious women that like the same nigga. Let's keep it real.
Nah, that ain't. I ain't boiling down to that.
I was laughing though because I was like, why she sex play this woman? And then,
but that's what I'm saying.
And then she didn't.
It was real. Everything was so odd about this movie. I don't know the mind of a woman that is. I don't know the inside of the mind of a woman who's dealt with being dealt with domestic violence.
Mm-hmm.
To where it's like you're damn near having ghostly hallucinations. I can understand being like scared and like under a panic, you know what I mean? But she's literally hallucinating. It ain't even. It ain't like schizophrenic, like paranoid. It's like she's seeing fucking visions. Like she had a whole scene hitting this nigga in the head with a vase.
I
that
thought
didn't
bro was dead at first. I'm like, so why is she seeing this, bro? Like, did he die?
That's what I'm saying.
And she's guilty, but I mean, you found out who he really was, and he's still alive.
So I'm saying they took us. Me going in this not knowing what's going on. I'm thinking she's dealing with some like paranormal shit. I'm thinking she's seeing visions of a real ghost. This nigga that used to beat me, now he's dead, but he won't ever leave me alone. And they got the wrong guy to play the role. Mac Wiles is nothing about his character seemed like that. He don't seem like the type that would put his hands on a woman. You know what I mean? Like he didn't give me the abuse except for the final scene. That's the only time I got that from him.
You mean he shot Snoop in the head, man, for no reason, bro?
No, it wasn't for no reason. Snoop deserved that shit. Fuck her.
How you know?
Snoop tried to kill him. He showed up early, got the drop on her. He said, like you told me, get here early, get the drop. He knew what he was doing.
Yeah. So all bias aside, right? Like I'm watching this film and there was times to where I'm like, all right, like I get what's going on, but then the twists and turns like that it started, and the feel of the chemistry that these two women had. I'm like, what's going on between them? Because I'm like, at first I didn't think that none of them were lesbians or bi-curious,
Right.
whatever the case is, because they both, but I feel like she tried to flirt with her at first.
Mm-hmm.
Gail did, and then old girl pulled away. And then
She didn't pull away.
I felt like Kira was just like, kind of like, what the hell? Like, what you talking about? And then Gail, after that, like, just never gave her no play after that at all. Like, she was
But
just like,
that's
it was just weird. It felt
it
like
was weird as fuck.
felt like they was both giving each other like mixed signals.
So Gail, she's telling Tay Diggs about her as if this is a new girlfriend, like a new love interest. Even she tells her best friend, like, yeah, I got a new friend, but the energy of her saying it is kind of like this is my love interest.
And she brought her on a double date.
Yes, but then after the double date, when what's the name tried to touch her, she like, I'm sorry, I'm not like that. And it's like, what the fuck is? As a viewer, I'm like, what the fuck is going on then? Like, why are you doing that?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
tried to call her friend. She was like, we friends. I was like, damn. I'm like, not
her
no more.
her personality was real strong. Like she was real to the point with everything. Like she didn't hide nothing, but the energy she was like, even when she first went to the class, to yoga class, after class, she just sitting there staring at her. Then it was like, well, okay, what's going on? Like, this is weird. What's going on? And she's like, oh, you got something to do? I can leave. She's like, no, you can stay. So they're giving the flirtatious vibes, but then at the same time, Gail like, don't do that.
Yeah. All right. So how does this line up? Right. So she's at work. Well, first, they show her at the therapy session, right? And they kind of wrap it up at the end how, the old girl that was at the therapy session was there as well. But the yoga thing came in just randomly because Charlotte had a flyer. So if she would have never went to yoga, none of this would have ever
Never
happened.
met her.
So do you feel like
TV magic?
like TV, it was okay. So it was one of those.
Because there's so Kara had a plan to set her up. That plan doesn't happen if Gail Bean doesn't walk into that yoga class.
Even though it's funny how small the world is in the universe of film, like she was going to the same group therapy that Kara's best friend's going to.
But Kara said she sent her in there.
Kara said that her best friend sent Gail.
No, I thought Kara said she sent the what's the best friend's name? The one that was making the coffee. I thought Kara said
his name was it Danny? No, not Danny.
Danny. It was Danny.
Danny? Okay.
I maybe I misheard it. I thought she said she sent her in there to kind of like get some intel.
So she already knew who Gail Bean was, and she sent her in there because she already knew she was in group therapy.
I guess so. I mean, like I said, it's a little shaky.
Yoga.
Yeah, it's a little shaky. Like the whole shit is a little shaky. It's real convenient how it all ended up.
Yeah. So I mean, the messed up part about it is like you don't really get to see how bad Mac Wiles was because it's just like you just gotta assume that he was a horrible person. You know what I mean? Because she's at this point she's having like these hallucinations about him. She thinks he's following her. She's getting all of these weird messages and stuff like that on her computer or on her phone. So it's like, but the whole time it was Kara. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and Mac Wiles also showed up to warn her about Kara.
Right. So she knew to play this. She knew to play these games with her. However she was doing it, she knew how to do it. But when Owen called, which is Mac Wiles' character, that one day and she fell asleep, do you feel like she just was caught slipping, or was she supposed to see that phone call?
Again, it's like that. The convenience of it, I don't know, because she instantly woke up. It was just like, oh, dude, I met at the bar. It's like if she was, it's kind of like why. I guess it kind of plays into her mind again though, still, but it was still kind of like the convenience of everything was. I don't know.
I can put myself in the shoes of like, say me and you I just meet you or whatever, and we talking about, our past ex-girlfriends that was just like horrible people. You know what I mean? And I end up telling you, like, you end up finding out that I'm dating your horrible ex-girlfriend. Like, she calling my phone or whatever while we kicking it. And they go like, after that, if I was you, I'm not kicking it with you no more.
No,
Like, this
nigga.
I was like, something wrong with this nigga. I was like, this nigga trying to set me up. Because I was like, the
Yeah.
world is too big for you to be dating my ex. I don't care if it did happen like that. I don't trust you now.
At all, nigga. You didn't tell me you knew her.
Yeah, that's weird. It was just like, oh, so I've been telling you this person's name and everything like that. And now you just conveniently, they call your phone and it's all good.
And her story behind it, because she was like, the guy I met at the bar, she was like, oh, that's why he kept asking about you. And it's like, so now you adding to the fact that you knew this nigga and he's been asking about me.
Yeah. I already kind of knew that she was the person in the film anyway, because she's on the front cover. So I was just like, all right, this is the girl that it don't have nothing to do with Mac for real.
Yeah.
Like this girl, there's something wrong with her, and then something's gonna happen. I don't know what yet. They had some cool little twists, and they tied it up in a bow, but I felt like it was still as much as I give the props of that build up, because I was comparing it to another film we saw in the beginning, like the movie was drawn out. Like as far as like the actual like the scenes with her and with Kara, because it just felt like they were supposed to have this chemistry that they never really had, and it was like, I was like, y'all, like, what's going on here? Like,
it messed me up. It messed me up with the paranormal part, because now I don't know what to believe. Now I'm like, is she even getting these text messages? Is this shit really happening? You know what I mean? Like, is there really a bunch of thorns in her fucking flowers that she got in her kitchen? How did those flowers get in here? Did her mama really show up? It was just like a bunch of just weird shit happening.
Yeah,
and it's like now because y'all introduced her seeing shadows and being paranoid and shit. Now I'm like, is all of this shit in her mind?
Yeah. So
I told my wife, I was like, it better not get to a point where Kara is a figment of her imagination. That's gonna piss me off.
That'd have been crazy.
That would have pissed me off.
So like, without all of those, certain scenes or whatever, like the drawn out part of trying to really figure out what's going on with Gail Bean's character, if they would have had Mac Wilds and her like flashbacks of how she picked her husband over her mom, you know what I mean? Her mom had that bad relationship. That would have kind of made her mom's character stand out, because her mom just showed up at the crib one day.
So that part I got it. That part I understood. Like I understood before she even said that. When she was like, because like I said, when I didn't know what was going on, and she texted her mom like, I'm here, I'm free, and her mom just get the thumbs up. I was like, that's cold as fuck.
Yeah.
But then when she said she was in an abusive relationship, I was like, oh, okay, I get it. She turned her back for the nigga that she was fucking with. Which she was. Yeah, but she was pretty much doing that with Kara and her friends too. Like it was the same. So Kara drew her in the same way Owen did, to where she's like questioning her best friend and everybody around her, like, she's a good person, y'all need to leave her alone. You know what I mean? Like, it was instant. You instantly in love with this motherfucker that you ain't in love with.
Right. And so at the end of the day, Gail Bean's character was just very gullible. Fell for a lot of shit. She was a fucked up person at the end of the day.
I ain't saying none of that.
No, I say that because she turned on her family for Owen or whatever. But then once she got out of the relationship, she's dealing with this, with this woman, Kara, or whatever. She kind of treating her kind of shady a little bit. She treating her best friend a little shady, but her best friend didn't give the resume to the coworker. Oh, that was kind of cold. But
that was cold. I see it in her face when she asked her about it. She was like, yeah. As soon as we get back, I'll give it to him. I was like, she ain't giving shit.
There's another film about like what people like really go through. Like, 'cause this is probably like a real, people go through like just trauma or whatever. It don't have to be like somebody got killed or something like that. Like, this person was so messed up in this relationship to me, it's got me tripping. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like paranoid.
It's messed up my whole way of thinking. Because even at the end, now she's seeing Kara.
Because Kara's not dead.
Oh shit! Kara got shot in the heart.
No, she didn't.
Jean got shot. Where did she get shot? I felt like
she got shot in the shoulder
by a police officer.
She got shot in the shoulder.
Oh god!
Owen got shot in the solar plex. He's dead.
They better not have my eyes are still open.
nigga. She didn't get shot. She didn't get killed.
Both eyes still over,
Yeah, she in jail for sure, but she is having visions of Kara now
but
for
she
sure.
kind of shook it off.
And she took over her class. Like she just took over her yoga class.
Yeah, yeah, man.
So I feel like maybe if I knew, I wonder if my mind would be different if I knew what the movie was about in the beginning. I went in thinking paranormal. That's what my mind was. It's like the energy I was getting was like she's having vision. When Tay Diggs said, "Are you still having visions?" I'm like, she's crazy. She's crazy.
Do you feel like the ending with her, like, excuse me, tying up Mac Wild's character and, saying that she wanted her to kill her
Mhm.
or kill Mac Wiles or whatever, like, and then after that was done, she went out there and tried to shoot her. Like, what is everything about? Like, I think I got lost a little bit kind of in the
They both
ending.
being abused by the same nigga.
No,
Excuse me.
for sure, right?
Mhm.
But like, she did it for a reason. She went through all of that for a reason.
Who did?
The Kara girl, she went
Because
through
she
like
she couldn't bring.
trying to trap Gail Bean into thinking that this nigga's thinking about her, or not thinking about her, but stalking her.
Because she wants Gail Bean to be the one to kill her. She can't. She still loves Owen.
Mm-hmm.
She was trapped in the same shit. Gail Bean was trapped because Gail Bean, even if you notice, even after everything, nigga, you going through all the trauma, you still asking about this nigga. Did he look happy? It's like, well, you still in love with this nigga, so that trap is still there.
So I guess my whole thing is like, why kill Gail?
She wasn't gonna kill Gail until Gail ran.
But like, why? Gail didn't run away from her. I felt like Gail ran for like help or some shit like that. Like after
Yes, help. And what was she gonna tell that hope? Help, nigga. She killed Owen.
I mean, they both did to me because I felt like Gail's the one who egged it on.
Yeah, Gail egged it on, but she didn't pull that trigger.
Gail was like, shoot him.
So I think, and I think I would have liked that ending better if they just worked together and both killed him and moved on with life. I think I would have liked that angle of it better. But the thing was, Gail panicked and ran, and she like nobody can know I killed this nigga, so I have to kill you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They could have gave Cuz a whole cop outfit though, and they got a vest on.
Hey man, budgets, bro.
Straight up, I feel it. Why pay for the whole outfit? I feel it.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid movie. It was some things that I would change, but it was solid.
Yeah, it's still a cool movie. I just expected something different only because I didn't know what I was walking into, and it seemed like some paranormal shit. It seemed like ghosts were chasing her, but they weren't actual ghosts.
Yeah, I never saw a trailer, so I
I never
can't.
saw a trailer. Well, I did see a trailer, but even in the trailer, it kind of gives you a paranormal feel.
Mm. Yeah, all I thought bro was dead in the beginning, and I thought she was being haunted. But after I figured out he was still living, I was
Mm.
like, okay, she's just having hallucinations from some dude that was really abusive, but they're not really showing this character abusing her.
Yeah, you don't get no sense of that. And then, like I said, it's Mac Wiles. Like he doesn't come off like that. I'm sorry. Like it's like who else could you get? Somebody that you be like, this nigga ain't beating her. Like he's one of them dudes. Like he wouldn't put his hands on no woman.
Yeah,
Like I wasn't convinced of that.
I see. Maybe if they would have showed it.
If they showed, I still wouldn't believe. Like Mac, stop, man.
Yeah, Mac ran the block.
Yeah, but he ran it for the greater good. He wasn't doing no shicey shit.
Yeah, I don't know. Just like I said, it was a solid couple of things that I would, I was kind of like confused about, but at the same time, like, well,
I said it's still cool. I'm only taking out. I'm being selfish by my angle of it, but it's still a good movie overall. It's just I came in with different expectations. I guess it's like watching that movie, the Disney movie Soul. You think you about to get a bunch of soul music, but no, you got Jamie Foxx chasing a white ghost. They promoted it a different way.
do you think they could have did this whole movie without her feeling like the Kim, like the love, like that her being her love interest? Like I don't feel like they needed to make it like that if they weren't gonna like do nothing.
About her and Kara?
I was waiting for
He-
it. I like she came over. I was like, "How you gonna invite somebody over in a negligee to kill somebody?" But
so they didn't need that, and they didn't need the paranormal effects. I think that's the two things they didn't need because neither one of them led anywhere.
yeah, because they could have just been friends. Like, why they have to like low key be like, kind of curious? It felt like both of them were kind of like they didn't know, like they were like falling for each other, but not really. Like, I ain't really into it. So it's kind of just some things that weren't really explained. And it was just like, okay, if you're not gonna explain it, then why have it in here?
We don't need it. But that's how I felt about both situations.
Yeah.
It's kind of like we could have done without it.
Yeah. Well, both eyes open. Directed by Ariel Julia Hairston and written by her too.
Dope.
This is the same thing that Gail Bean was talking about. I think that movie I was telling you about that. I guess somebody she knows knew a writer and passed her the script.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
And she usually passes on scripts, but she jumped on this one.
Right.
You think this could have been a better book?
If it's a book, it's probably a better book because I mean they can go into more detail. I think in a book form you can explain how deep it is and why she got these visions, or you can explain how weird their relationship is, why Gail was playing like she wanted that but didn't.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's still a good movie. I just went in with different expectations.
It's a good watch. She also directed that movie Boxed In with ain't that with Lil Wayne daughter?
Yeah.
Boxed In, and the movie Comeback with April and Taye Diggs.
When they went back to his old hometown.
Yeah.
Anyways, man, like, share, subscribe, talk back wherever. If you there, let us know below how y'all feel about this movie and go watch it on, what was it on?
I watched
Stars.
I watched it on Hulu because I got the Stars Hulu joint. So if you got power, you can watch this.
Yeah, I watched it on Stars because I got Stars.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, we out.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube and Spotify and follow us on IG and TikTok.